edition of Coaches in Cafes Drinking Coffee here at Stinger's Coffee, 7042 South Staples. These fantastic people take fantastic care of us, and we sincerely appreciate it. I'm Stephen King. Royce Chadwick joins us today, head coach of Islander women's basketball. And the season's kind of come to a close now, and it's either a time to exhale or I don't know what do you do when the season has come to a close, because everybody's got their own process.
Well, it's a crazy time because you really don't know what to do. I mean, you are in a state where 3 weeks ago you were eating in 5 minutes so you could sprint to practice, and so now you sit down to eat and you start doing that and you're like, no, you don't have to do that anymore. We were so close, and it stings so much and it feels so shallow right now, but yet then you think, okay, well, we did some good things, and you try to make your mind dwell on the good things and not the bad, but you're as good as your last game, and that's what we remember.
That last game was unbelievable in the sense that, just the first half, yuck. You don't want to remember that whatsoever. In the third quarter, you're down by 24 points. You've had a bad run, but I know you believed in the ladies, in the sense that if you dig down deep, we can make a run at this. We still have a chance. They obviously believed it as well, and they put on quite a show. They put on an unbelievable show, battling against a fantastic team to get back in there, and unfortunately falling by 1 point in the final. I know you want them to be proud of themselves, but at the same time, I know that everybody's still disappointed.
Well, we talked about it's a huge ladder that you have to climb, and you want to be at the top of the ladder, but you can't be there without going one rung at a time. And there'll be some times when you might feel like you slid back a rung or two. You just keep going one rung at a time, keep trying to build, and I think that's what happened. We thought we were tired, and you have that little voice when you're jogging that says, "Oh, you're tired, stop," but you really aren't. And I think we listened to that voice early. Then as we began to go along, so just one step at a time, and then we began to get a little momentum, and I thought we played very well in the second half, made some good things happen for our team. We tied it up with about 4 minutes to go, and then they made a run and went up 9. Then we came back and tied it up. So the character and resiliency of our young ladies, I think, was certainly on display, and they passed that test with flying colors.
There's now kind of a decompression period. You're coming off of the season, and now like you said, the young ladies have to adjust how they approach things. Like, okay, I'm not at 100%, 100 miles an hour every point of the day, but they have to kind of have a come down. They have to come down. The adrenaline has to stop flowing for a bit, and that's not just for them, but it's also for you. Like, I know for one thing that when you got down to Corpus Christi, you got a boat. Is the water important to you? Do you like to get out? Does that help you just kind of get your mind at ease?
Oh, absolutely. It's the nicest city that I have ever lived in. I do not plan to ever leave here. When I go home at night, I usually hop in my truck, throw my dog in there, and we run over to the beach and just go up and down the beach for 20, 30 minutes, during the season if we can, if we've got time. And on the weekends, I get to sit out on the back of my house and look out at the canal. And right now, there are a lot of kayakers out there in the mornings, and so very relaxing. It's the nicest city in Texas, and a great place to live. And yes, you do have to decompress at this time of the year. And our kids played 4 games in 4 days, and they weren't right for like 3. It took them probably till that Wednesday to really get their body feeling right again. But it's very mentally taxing as well as physically taxing. But you just go from November on, and then when all of a sudden you aren't going, it just feels very strange.
I know that you're planning on going to the Final Four, and there's other things really on tap too, because as much as we would say, okay, we can decompress and we can just put it behind us for a little while, that's not exactly how coaching works, because the next job is, of course, to find that next recruiting class.
Well, we got 7 seniors, and so
got some work
it's a situation where right now we'll be signing in November to replace this senior class. So we have an awful lot of work to do right now, because NCAA allows you to go recruit those juniors. So we're doing home visits. We are lining up people for official campus visits, and we are getting ready to go on the road and recruit. They have evaluation weekends coming up. Then we've got the period in July, so we're trying to line up where our potential players are going to be and who we need to see.
Royce Chadwick joining us once again. Coaches in Cafes having coffee. Stinger's Coffee taking fantastic care of us today once again. 2 locations here in Corpus Christi. Their most recent, this location is 7042 South Staples. I want to thank them. They're fantastic people. Coach, I really appreciate you stopping by, talking with us, and again, congratulations on the season, and we look forward to something special.
Thanks. Come get a latte. It's awesome.
Guy, thank you again. I'm Stephen King. Have a great day.
It's convenient.